Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us for Tuesday Batavia Rotary. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to take off the mask. So thanks everybody for joining us. And we'll start off. Ed, would you mind leading us in prayer, please?
Lord, thank you for this beautiful morning, for this opportunity to meet in person and virtually. Blessing on those present and those with us via the computer. We ask your blessings on this day. May you guide us, lead us, and direct us through this day. And we do your will, and we be pleasing to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And then let's do the pledge. I'll go ahead and lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Y'all can be seated. All right, good morning again. Welcome to our Students of the Month. Let's see, we have Haley, is it Stegeman? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Awesome, welcome. And then we'll have a chance for you to introduce your guests here in a little bit. And then we also have Sarah Erickson up front here. So welcome to everybody. Thank you so much, Mr. Derrickson and Mr. Glassmeyer. Good to see you guys too. So with that, let's go ahead and we're gonna get the Student of the Month kicked off right away. So Ed, if you wouldn't mind coming up.
Normally we
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's do, I don't have a coin, so Mr. Derrickson, come on up. Introduce your student, please.
Thank you. It's good to be back. I know, sorry, to remove. Want to talk here? It's been a little strange for us in the educational world, trying to make everything work. But we're back and we're moving along. So everything is wonderful. We have a great opportunity this morning to recognize one of our top students in our school, fighting for #1 in her class right now. Sarah is involved in so many aspects of our school. One of my favorite is in the first thing in the morning, used to be the Sarah and Sarah show. Now it's just the Sarah show. But she gets on in the morning and gets us going and gets us pumped up and rev for the day. So we really appreciate all that she does for our school. She has a whole host of things here, but I'm really going to let her explain where she's going, because as she explains this to you, I think you'll get it. But she may be one of our few Ivy League students coming out of Batavia. So I'll let her explain that to you. Without further ado, Sarah Erickson.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah Erickson, like Mr. Derrickson said, and I'm a senior at Batavia High School. And I guess where I'll start is that I have dreamed since I was little of attending a highly selective institution. And that's driven me throughout high school to be involved in things and be in leadership roles. I'm the president of National Honor Society. I'm the varsity team captain of the academic quiz team. And I'm also involved in mock trial. I dance. I've done the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy, and I'm a Joyce Ivy Foundation Fellow. I also really enjoy service. I think that's one of the most fulfilling aspects of my life, is giving my time to impact other people's lives. And because of this, I've been involved in Interact Club, National Honor Society, as I've said. I volunteer at the League for Animal Welfare right down the road. And I also volunteer at Crossroads Church. And I think one of the most fulfilling things that I have personally done is that I actually organized last December a therapy dog visit to Batavia High School. So I knew that students were incredibly stressed around exams, and they had a lot of, anxiety leading up to exams. So what I did was, with National Honor Society, I brought therapy pets to Batavia High School, and students and even teachers, almost 200 of them, got to come and pet the dogs and enjoy the time with these therapy animals, just to de-stress right before exams. And I love seeing this happen because it was an amazing event and everyone was thrilled about it. And I really would intend to be for this to be reoccurring. And so I loved doing this. And I think this just is a testament to how I really enjoy volunteer service. Some of my honors include the Ohio Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish. I'm an AP Scholar with distinction. For Academic Quiz Team, I was the most valuable player and the SBAAC First Team All-Star. I also won the Mock Trial Outstanding Attorney. I'm a Questbridge College Prep Scholar. I've been on the Dean's List for the University of Cincinnati Clermont College. I have gotten high honor roll at Batavia High School. And I've also am a Joyce Ivy Foundation 2020 Summer Scholar. So basically my, high school career has been around helping others and really trying to create an impact where I'm at. And hopefully I'll attend, a highly selective institution in the future.
Wow. That is extremely impressive.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations on being Student of the Month.
Thank you.
And would you like to introduce your guest?
Yes, this is my lovely mother, Linda Erickson, and my amazing father, Andrew Erickson.
Yeah, obviously amazing to have a daughter like this. And thank you for setting the bar so high. Our Students of the Month, it's our favorite Tuesday of the month, obviously. And all students are very, very impressive. I don't think we've had any that have not been impressive. But the first student of the year is always very unique. Now, we realize he started school a month ago, and you just didn't come on like gangbusters and say, here I am, look what I've accomplished. You've been doing it for a long time, obviously, by your words. And when you arrived at school, there was a culture set. It was a good culture. It always has been from the previous students that we've honored. And you got involved. You made that culture better. You made your school better. You made your community better. I don't know if you know much about Rotary, but in Rotary, we strive to help our local community, to help our region, to help our state, to help our nation, to help our world. It's an international organization. And we know we can't do that alone. We appreciate people like you that get out there and set the bar for all the others to follow. I don't believe you can have a good community without good schools. And you have done so much to make your school so good. And as a result, you've made our community good.
Thank you.
And we appreciate that. Good luck to you in the future. I have a feeling you're going to succeed.
Thanks.
Wherever you go to the next wonderful institution, you're going to make that a better place as well. Thank you for who you are and what you do. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We have for you today a Scholastic Achievement Award. I'll put right there and you can take with you. We have a memory port that always comes in handy. And we also have $50 gift certificate to Olive Garden.
Oh, thank you.
If you don't like Olive Garden, it's also good at Longhorn, Cheddar's, Yard House, Bahama Breeze, and Seasons. You have your choice. Again, congratulations. Thank you for who you are and what you do.
Thank you.
Get some pictures. Oh, Yanacor. I'm picking up where I left off. Yanacor, we started last year, and I always forget to present that. But this is something you can wear at graduation proudly. And remember this day being the first student of the year. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's your up.
Sure.
Steph, can you stand
I look so much better in the mask. Everybody smile.
Yep. Camera here first.
Good job.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Sarah, from your parent advisor who can't be there this morning.
All right, Mr. Glassmeyer, if you want to come on up.
Good morning. Thanks again for having us. It is nice to be reminded that even in these crazy times, there are still amazing things going on. And it is great to have an opportunity to come brag about one of my students and one of our absolutely phenomenal students. Just as a small token of my appreciation before I begin, I have rocket masks for everybody. You folks from Batavia, feel free to take one too. I found out I look better, folks, if you guys want to pass those around. As we get going. Starting off strong. So the thing I like on our masks, you'll see our rocket logo right there on the right-hand side. And the thing I like about the rocket is it's powerful, it's pointed to the future, it's rising, and it's constantly pushing its limits to reach higher. And I think that describes my student of the month, Haley Stegeman, to a T. She is incredibly focused. She is driven. She is a fierce competitor, and she is incredibly hardworking. And we've been truly blessed to have her at CNE High School the past 4 years. She has been a member of the Student Senate. She is the section leader in our marching band, plays snare drum, and does an absolutely phenomenal job with that. And she has distinguished herself as a golfer. She has been, the list of accomplishments are crazy in golf. She's been nominated for the Enquirer Athlete of the Week, the Clermont Sun Athlete of the Week. She has broken the school record for 9 holes twice, the school record for 18 holes. She was the SBAAC League Tournament champion. She has medaled 7 times alone this season. She has been on the first team for the SBAAC the past 3 years, as well as the GCCG. And she is a district qualifier and will be competing tomorrow. And I know will make us incredibly proud. She is an incredible young lady. When you watch her out on the golf course, she is a fierce competitor. She takes it seriously and is just absolutely amazing. And we've been truly lucky to have her at CNE, and I know she is going to do great things in the future. Haley Stegeman.
Studying sports administration for TGA professional for college. Thank you again for this honor.
Thank you for the math, right at the end. But we got to learn you. Congratulations. And obviously, as I said before, this is the year is very special, and you proved that as well. And everything that I said to Sarah, everything you do. For the same thing. And again, thank you for what you've done at your school and for our community and for assisting Rotary and trying to help us reach our goals of helping the community. And now, approximately 8 months, continue making your mark on your school and your community. And it might sound like a long time, but it's going to go quickly. And yet, what an opportunity for both of you this morning to make your mark further. Every good leader will come into a culture, whether it's good or bad. You both come into good cultures, and they will take that to the next level. You now have an opportunity to do that. And I'm sure you will do that. I have no doubt from what you've accomplished so far.
Thank you.
Next year, when you start college, again, it's going to be a different experience, a new world. At first, you're going to be sitting there wondering, do I belong in this world? You do. And you also have an opportunity to make a mark there and to improve that culture and improve the place where you go, community that you're in at that point. It's the other thing that will happen this year and next year is you're going to open the door of opportunities that you knew didn't even exist. Make sure you take advantage of those opportunities. I'm sure you will. Open that door, go down those avenues of opportunities, grab each one you can. It will not only make you a better leader, it will assure you of a productive and healthy and happy life in the future. So again, thank you for who you are, what you do, what you've accomplished, and what you're going to accomplish in the future.
Thank you.
I bet you know what you're getting. We have the Scholastic Achievement Award. We have the memory report somewhere in my pocket, which I'll find. There it is. We have the honor cord. I remember wear that proudly at graduation. And we have a $50 gift certificate to the Cheesecake Factory.
Thank you.
Again, thank you. Congratulations. And did you introduce your folks?
So I have my mother, Jill, and my dad, Scott, and then my grandma, Carol, and grandpa, Jerry.
Great. Thank you for being here. This is the first time since March that we've had an in-person Student of the Month. And we're just so grateful, obviously, for the students and their families to be with us this morning. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Go ahead and get a picture.
Smile.
I hate that. You guys get it? Oh, absolutely. Okay, so I'm also gonna have you guys join me. We're gonna give this a shot. So students, can you guys space yourselves up a little bit? Yeah, come on up. And, yeah, in front of the podium, step over a little bit. You can step over just a little bit. You guys space yourselves out because we're gonna de-mask for a minute.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
oh no.
no.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
There we
Okay.
go. This was stop. Okay.
We're not used to this. Makes us nervous.
Okay, mask up again. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Congratulations, Sarah and Haley, Mr. Glassmeyer, Mr. Derrickson. Always good to see you guys. We're going to continue our meeting, but we'll give you a few minutes if you wanted to head out to school or whatever else you have to do. Thanks for being here. Congrats. Okay. That's when it's on battery, but you're plugged in, aren't you?
No.
Oh, you're not?
I shouldn't have done that. I guess it was just a fluke.
Weird.
Fluke today.
All right. All right. I think well, thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it, everybody online as well. Apologize, I'm a little discombobulated this morning for whatever reason, but it was good to have Student of the Month again. Absolutely. It's funny, I was actually, I was hiring some people over the last couple months, and one of them was a past Batavia Student of the Month, which she put on her resume, and we ended up hiring her. So I have a past Student of the Month winner on my staff now. So I'm super excited. She's doing awesome. So yeah. All right. So on the agenda for today, it's going to be a little bit limited outside of the Student of the Month. One thing that we talked about as a board, and then we also got input from a few other members, but on our Student of the Month, instead of having a second presenter, like we've always, or I can't remember if sometimes we had a presenter, sometimes we didn't, but what we'd like to do is, moving forward, is hear from someone either from the club, or we can just use it kind of as a town hall session to figure out how things are going with the club, what we can do around the community, and then also if there's anything that we need to change, keep doing, and just kind of get some feedback from the club. Outside of the, we can always have one-on-one conversations, but I think having open discussion is always good. So that's what I'd like to start off with. I know it's been probably 2.5 months, 3 months now with doing this virtual and in-person meeting. We'd love to get some feedback on how it's going. I know we've had some audio technical things to work around. So I'll just open it up and see if anyone has any thoughts about, I know Michael Chapman was mentioning this morning, it's a whole different being online versus in person. Is there anything we can do to make the virtual experience better?
Mike, you have to unmute. Nope, still muted.
Mike, we see your lips moving, but you got to unmute yourself.
We've had a lot of problems with getting in a meeting for some reason. At work.
Mike, I can follow up with you if you can't get yourself unmuted.
Getting signed for us.
Yeah, sign language, Brandon says.
Mike, you can also put something in the chat to me and I can share that, or to everyone.
Like Chapman, if you want to share while they get that worked out.
Well, this is my first meeting back, and I participated in a couple meetings by Zoom, and I just felt sort of isolated, and it was difficult to hear and difficult to see, and incredibly difficult to interact.
Oh, good. That's wonderful.
I miss the interaction with the group, and there's nothing like being here in person. And I don't know how we could improve. I mean, I don't know if we could improve it. The technology is great, but I really do feel like I was sort of isolated when I was up there and didn't really feel like part of the group.
Okay. Would it be helpful if I gave more opportunities and designated time for virtual people to talk?
Yeah, maybe if you just went around the board and you said, Peter, what's going on? You know, it's always fun to hear from those people like we do. We don't have that much time for Peter.
Oh. That's good.
I think it's great that we have both, and would like to commend the people that put all this together and keep it going every Tuesday.
Yeah, I think definitely having the option, because I think there were several mornings that, you know, if I'm not able to be here, I definitely still like to join virtually. It's not the same, I agree, but Lisa and Brandon have pretty much been the spearhead for the technology. So I appreciate them getting that up and running.
Got my helper here.
Oh yeah, thank Gary. Thank
An
you.
unnamed technical source support staff. Yeah, support staff.
And Nicole running the, I can't leave out Nicole too. She's been running the virtual side of things and help us out with Zoom. So.
Hey Seth, this is Mac.
Yes, Mac.
I was talking with a Rotarian this week, and he said they're not meeting at all because they haven't figured out the technology. They're 3 times the size of our club, and it's just kind of sad that they haven't even taken this option. So they haven't met for months now, and I think we're so fortunate to have the people here who have made this work. I agree with Mike, it's probably not the same, but for right now, it's working for me and I enjoy it. And so just thanks for making it work. I mean, I can't imagine a club not having any meetings or any interactions.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for adding that. I know it took
Her hand up, by the way, so we're gonna call on her.
Yeah, I love this stuff. No, anyways, what I want to say is I really appreciate the fact that it really only took us a few weeks to get up and going and to figure it out. And, you know, in such times of uncertainty, it's really good to know that I'm going to see an email from Seth every week, and every other week on Tuesday at 7:30, I'm going to see familiar faces, hear familiar voices, and know a good group of people to call on in times of need. So I think we're doing a great job. We can't help everybody's technical difficulties. Okay, let's just put that out there. Kudos to the leaders and the board, and I think we're doing a great job.
My own technical.
awesome. Thanks, man.
That's an after school suspension.
I'll gladly serve.
Right?
With pride.
He's watching sports for everybody online that didn't catch that. But okay, awesome. Well, anything else that we can be doing as a club outside of the virtual versus in person? Carol, we welcome you back. It's been a long time since we've gotten to see you. You've joined virtually a couple times, but it's good to have breakfast again and see you each morning.
I don't really call that breakfast this morning, but
That was awesome.
I would much rather make the whole deal. I really would.
Carol, today was great. It was fantastic.
And I think going forward, if we do it, I can serve. So we don't have to have it all individual. I can serve it just like we're doing for any other event that we're able to do.
Okay.
And then it's a hot meal instead of a bag of.
Sure.
nothing.
Okay.
You do deliveries on your way to Rotary?
What was that?
Does Carol do deliveries on her way to Rotary?
Oh.
Yeah, she's gonna stop by everybody that's on.
Sure, I'm going to hospice next. That's my next job today. So there you go. I will say though, if anybody's out and about during the week and needs lunch or dinner, we are still doing meals outside our facility until we can't, or we freeze to death, one or the other. We're still trying to figure out how we can continue on, because it has been very effective for us. Doing lunch and dinner on Tuesdays, lunch on Wednesdays, and lunch and dinner on Thursdays. We had to change our evening times due to the darkness, but it's keeping my employees engaged and employed, since the events still are getting canceled on a daily basis. So we're just trying to hang in there, do the best we can. So if you know of anybody that needs something delivered to an office individually, or anything that we can do, just let us know.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. Good to have you back.
Carol, could you repeat those, the schedule for us?
Sure. It's lunch and dinner on Tuesdays, lunch on Wednesdays, and lunch and dinner on Thursdays. Lunch is from 11 to 2, And then dinner is from 4:30 till about 6:30 or 7. Sometimes we sell out, so, and that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
But, it's helped people that has never had our food. So it's a good business model, I guess, that, and we've been getting calls for, people just to pick up. You can call in ahead or whatever. The menus are always online under our Facebook page, so you know what we're having. And
Taco Tuesday is fantastic.
everything's changing, so you just gotta go with the flow.
That's right.
We can all share your posts.
Yeah.
And get the word out.
A lot of people do, and we sure appreciate that, so. Mackenzie, she's my live person, or Kylie, who's going to start nursing at Children's next week, so I'm gonna miss the granddaughter. She's definitely my go-to person when it comes to putting everything online and all that, but I told her she can still work. And she's our dessert guru, so she's gotta keep working.
Awesome. All right, with that, I will say thank you to everybody that joined Trilogy the day after our last meeting. I think myself, Brandon, Mac, Nicole, and Jennifer were on. I think Greg did a good job summarizing what was going to be on Trilogy, but it was good to see a lot of other Rotarians on there. Does anyone else that was on the call have anything to add? Anything stand out for you guys that you wanted to share?
I'm just going to say, having been to every Trilogy in person before this, since I came to the district, this was a unique opportunity. And what it did really was concentrate the amount of time that it took. First of all, saved me a couple hours of travel. And they focused on the presentations. They took questions. I just thought they did an excellent job under the circumstances. The content was some of the best I've seen because people really had to focus in on what they were doing.
Yeah, I liked how you could ask the questions in the comment box and they had one person designated, kind of like Nicole does for us. They had one person designated to be reading the comments and pick out and kind of consolidate the questions. That was handy too.
I like how you could be from any club in America, maybe change your club status.
Yeah.
You were on there. That was kind of fun. I got attributed to a different club.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, they were recognizing Brandon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were recognizing Brandon and said that he was from, I don't know where it was, somewhere else. Yeah.
Greenville or something.
Yeah, Greenville, North Carolina. But yeah, it's fun to see people from all over.
I like my background that I got that nobody said anything about. Brandon.
Your background's awesome.
Yes, your background is awesome, and I should have shared that out. Brandon did make me aware that those backgrounds are available to download from the DACDB website. I think it was from the DACDB website anyway. I haven't done it yet, but if anyone is interested, we can send out that link. Nicole.
I can send it. It's from Russell Hampton. Or Russell.
Okay, yeah. So we can include that in the minutes too if anyone else wants to have that.
Anybody wants a cool background like this. However, you do, if you don't have a very, very new computer, you need to get a green screen, which I did also get for various different uses, but I have a green screen behind me. So also, if anybody ever needs a green screen for something, it was $17 on Amazon. I mean, it was really inexpensive.
Awesome. So we had Trilogy was announced last meeting, and then we also have been announcing a few times. October 24th coming up in a couple weeks is World Polio Day. The board is meeting after this, and we're going to discuss that a little bit more. We'll have some more announcements, but Greg Berkmeyer, he encouraged each club to donate $1,500 over the next year, or for the 2020-2021 Rotary year. So the board is going to discuss that, and then we'll talk a little bit more at our next meeting on the 20th, and hopefully have some exciting stuff. That, along with November is Rotary Foundation Month, And we're looking forward to Peter presenting more on that as he does each year. I know that's near and dear to his heart. Peter, do you want to give us a preview? Short preview?
Only that if you have the opportunity between now and then to take a look at the Rotary website and see what the foundation is doing, it will give you a better idea. The thing I noticed when I went through the club list, and there is a list of those who have contributed and how much over the years, there are some folks in this club who have yet to contribute a single dollar to the foundation. There's a couple of them. Whether you know who you are or not is not the point here. I know who you are, and I will probably be in contact with you privately over that, because it seems that it's a part of Rotary. It is not something just in Batavia or the Clermont County, but rather an opportunity to reach out and help across the world. There's a number of ways to do that, and we'll cover them in what I hope will be an entertaining fashion on November 3rd, after you vote.
Yes. Yeah, and I think a lot of that, Peter, and I know you presented each year, but a lot of that is education. I think everything we give to the foundation does impact our club directly as well, from what I understand. So hopefully we'll be able to go into more detail about that on the 3rd. And then hopefully like I said, the board is going to talk a little bit more about some different ideas that we have to get people more involved in the giving to the foundation as well as the club. So
some of the contributions come back to us, but at a club. The important thing is that when it does come back, it can be multiplied to a greater amount than what we would have contributed if there hadn't been a national or international Rotary Foundation. So it actually works out better.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're looking forward to that update in a month. So our next meeting is on the 20th. Joy Lytle with Clermont Chamber, right, is going to be here. So I think
The new president.
Yeah, she's the new president of the Clermont Chamber. I've only met her in passing, but wasn't able to get with her at the golf outing. So we are still looking for a fourth quarter collaboration opportunity, whether it's with another organization or just something that our club heads. So we are still looking for that. If anyone has any ideas, now would be a good time to mention it. You can also touch base with me offline, but we are still looking for a good fourth quarter. I know there's plenty of Thanksgiving drives and Christmas drives, Christmas present drives and stuff like that. I don't know. I think we're going to be wrapping Clermont is definitely one that we've done in the past. So we'll talk about how we can support that as well this year. I don't know what the changes are with that, but does anyone else have anything that they've come across or anything that they would want to mention to the group? No. All right. Well, as things come up, please let us know so we can discuss. And then the last thing before Happy Bucks is we are still looking for a president-elect for next year as well. So I think we had a couple options and then have worked through those. So if anyone is interested in learning more about what that entails and what the president entails, please let us know. We are still looking for someone to take on that responsibility for next Rotary year. So with that, let's start off with Happy Bucks. We'll go around and do the virtual first. Anyone on the computer who's happy? Man.
Well, of course I'm happy. It's Rotary. It's Tuesday, the best way to start my day. That's a great thing. And I think I mentioned before that I have taken on a 3-year Rotary assignment. And we're in the process of doing the council of resolution now, which clubs around the world make proposals to Rotary, which will impact our bylaws, our constitution, our way of doing business. And it started last Friday, I think it was, and we'll wrap up in November. We're all meeting virtually and giving input. And later this year, or in the next year, I'll be soliciting the clubs through our district to see if anybody has any thoughts or ways to improve Rotary, where we would want to make a resolution to Rotary. But it's really interesting. Peter's helped me out so far by reviewing and commenting. He always has some great comments, and it's just a good process. So I'm real happy about that and being involved at the Rotary International level again, or still.
Thank you. Harry.
My son, Captain Harry Snyder, has been stationed in Honolulu, Hawaii. So he'll be there for 3 years. So his mother and I are looking forward to go visiting. He's got a interesting assignment. He's with the Department of Recovery for POWs and MIAs in Southeast Asia. So he'll get to go to Korea, Vietnam, Southeast Asia, wherever there's wreckage or sites of possible U.S. military. So he's got a forensic science, an archaeologist assigned to him, a group of 8, some security. And so he's doing his training now. And in January, I think, is his first mission. So excited for him, proud of him.
Awesome. Thank you.
And he's got a 2-bedroom condo that we can come visit. So whether he's there or not.
Anybody else on the computer? I think Linda's trying to talk, maybe. Oh, Nicole,
Yeah.
you muted Linda earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I'm just happy because my autistic grandson, who's a senior this year in high school, has found a career. He's always loved mapping and geography, and he's got to memorize the world and everything, but he's found a good career in the GIS mapping, which is I have it at my office, and I realize that's a good opportunity. So we're real excited for him because he has really been trying to find his niche, and has done really well with his autism, and really has expanded way than we'd ever imagined. There's so much opportunities that people are learning more and more about autism, and colleges and universities have really been very supportive of the process.
Awesome. Nicole, what are your kids happy about? That they're able to sit on your lap during Rotary?
They're awake, and so life is wonderful. That's all. Not touching each other. Okay. Can you say hi to everybody? Say good morning. Oh, okay.
Now they're too short. All right.
They haven't
Awesome.
had coffee yet this morning.
Gotcha. Well, if there's not anyone else on the computer, I'll start us off with Happy Bucks here. So along Harry's same just Air Force, and he got stationed over in England over the summer. But both he and my sister-in-law just found out they're going to be promoted to lieutenant colonel. So and my other brother is also lieutenant colonel, and my dad retired as a lieutenant colonel. So we have that going on. So we're excited for that. And then I also have $1 for Student of the Month, and also $1 for I think I've dealt with several different companies over the years, and I've talked with several different friends that work for their employers. So I'm happy for a good employer that actually cares about their associates, and not just as people that make them money, but I'm very happy for that because I've had a few friends recently over the last week and a half that are not so lucky. So I appreciate that as well. So I'll make my way around the room. Is that on? Can we hear the room?
Ed. The students of the month, and Nicole asked if you could have breakfast delivered. It kind of reminded me of last spring. My grandson is also autistic and he started his freshman year in high school. But his last day in middle school, of course, was virtual. The teacher announced they're going to have pizza because it's the last day of school. I was wondering how that's going to happen. A few minutes later, the doorbell rang and there was a pizza guy. She got pizza delivered. Wow. Every student. That's great. I thought, wow, with everything going on, it's just great to animate people to care. And,
That's awesome.
it's impressive.
Very. Thank you.
I'm happy to be back.
Welcome back. Happy to have you.
Well, it's always a happy time on Tuesday mornings to see all of our Rotarian friends. So here we go.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm happy to be here in person. I love the virtual option, but this is much better.
Oh, thank you.
One for Mike Essig because he made some beautiful banners for our students who finally got to graduate in September from May. So it was wonderful. And this is for Mary Jane. She's battling a Category 3 hurricane. You know what? Well, no, evidently last night they were going to get this land. So that's what her daughter.
Did they name it Mary Jane?
No. But also back here said she's a force to be reckoned with, so the hurricane better just turn around.
And this is for my thunder.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's good.
She said, does this hurricane know that Mary Jane's down?
I'm sure it does.
Get over. Yeah, go away.
Thanks.
Happy my son's 21st birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
And if you need somebody to celebrate that with them, I'll volunteer. Heading up to Miami this afternoon. I'm not allowed back.
Seth, I have a public service announcement if you have a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris.
Today I announced I sent a press release, our new values. It's 2020 for everyone's homes. And so we've opened up a new website and a new page where people and try to help people with all the virtual thing going on. And so just invite you to go out and look and see what we've got. It's been a very trying time for my office, but I'm fortunate to have a lot of Nicole's and Brandon's in my office that has helped me with technology so that we can still serve the people well. So go to my website, take a look at your new values and give us some feedback between now and October 23rd. And any feedback you can give it on how easy it is to find it, that I'd appreciate it.
I use your website every day almost, Linda, and I noticed.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is. It is. But noticed a couple weeks ago you got the refresh and values and everything up there.
Right.
Well, the website refresh anyway. It's so I love your website. I use it all the time.
Yeah, we've got an interactive map that you can zoom into your home and everything, trying to make it easier, but you know, it's like any technology, it's not perfect. If you experience problem, let us know.
Awesome, thanks. Cool. For the people here in person, I do have the sign-up sheet for Happy Bucks and Invocation, so I'm going to leave that on the back table. So if you want to sign up, we only have 5 weeks left before the end of the year. So please sign up. And if anyone on the computer would like to sign up, just let me know and I'll get you on the list. So right now we're completely open. So does anyone else have anything for the good of the group before we adjourn just a few minutes early?
I just wanted to mention that Tony Reese is working on our signs.
Oh, yeah.
And we think we've located all the signs in Clermont County that say Batavia Rotary. We played a game of Where's Waldo for a couple weeks. We have purchased new emblems and new poles. And so every one of them will be replaced with modern logos, and the emblems are all updated. Rotary wants those to be a certain way. And then they also like their colors. They're very fond of their colors. So we're trying to match the wording sign to, the proper colors. So Tony and I and a couple other Russell Hampton are working on that. So eventually you'll see some new signs out there advertising, especially right out here in front of the Hawk building will be one of them.
Yeah, I actually pulled in and I was looking to see if it had been replaced yet, but still working on it, I guess. We did update, Susan Wilkinson did get on us about we still had a different logo than what we were supposed to be using on Facebook. So Brandon was able to update our Facebook page and then the website as well. So I think we're in compliance because I haven't gotten an email from her in a couple of weeks. So
it might have been me or it might have been somebody else. I can't tell you that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Somebody did.
Somebody did. Well, I appreciate whoever that was. So anything else?
Seth?
Yes, Peter.
I have 2 Rotary signs of the kind that we pound into the roadside turf left over from years ago. At least the posts might be of some value, if not the signs. Shall I get them to you at some point and get them out of my garage?
Yes, I appreciate that, and I'm happy to come pick them up if need be. So yeah, we can definitely organize that. I appreciate it.
Mac and I risked death removing those from a highway a number of years ago as cars were whizzing by. The club involved had gone out of business and the signs were still there 3 years later. So we decided that it was probably a good thing to remove them and find a better place for them. You remember that occasion, Mac? We survived.
Boy, I sure do. And there was one sign we didn't get to take down. Pole. We took the sign off of the pole. Was way too busy to get that sign off. And last time I went through there was a Kiwanis sign on the same pole.
So we tend to help our neighbors whenever we can.
And the better place you found for the sign was in your garage, Peter. So that's.
And I was involved with originally putting all those poles in, and I explained all that to Brandon and some of the tricks of the trade or perils of the trade. So good luck with that, Brandon and the team.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.
The wonder is that Brandon was still willing to do it after it was explained to him.
Right. I may have passed it off to somebody else at that point.
All right, well, with that, let's finish off with the Rotary 4-way test. Other things we think, say, and do.
First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will build goodwill and better friendship. Fourth, will be beneficial to all concerned.
Yeah.